Hello and welcome back to Transistor, part 6, I think. In the last episode, we went ahead and we destroyed some more process. We got another test. Let's go back to Cloud Bank.
Back to reality. Okay, back on track.
South Thrust Road. Process present true.
Time to dance.
Oh shoot, we didn't reset our...
Dug in their heels this time.
We did not reset our functions to something more... Oh no, this was the one we were doing because we wanna... Let's see, if we do mask... So we got a copy there already, which I'm not sure how that works. Let's go ahead.
You there?
Oh, I see. They upgraded again. Oh, out of range. Okay, let's try it this way. We're gonna pop the packet. That's gonna destroy those two. Mask. Get the cell. And let's put a packet. And pop it immediately. Nice creeper. So, actually, instead of doing that, we're going to put a packet here. Hit it. I hope that worked. Then we're going to... Nope. I'm going to stealth. Hopefully that'll work. Copy there.
Alright.
Now we just gotta get rid of the cluckers. Which is a lot easier when we have packets around. Put another packet there. Okay, we got it. The shell. He's just standing there. So let's go ahead. Now, I was gonna say let's go ahead and put a couple packets down. See how much damage we can do to them. And there's our double spawn. We're gonna go ahead and pop the remote.
Get out of our town.
Yeah, I really feel like I should have more stuff to say. But this, but whenever I try to either get distracted or just forget what I was going to say, and it's like, oh, maybe I should, I don't know, come up with a script. Except, of course, the playthrough could end at any time, so kind of coming up with a script kind of seems pointless in a way. Well, we got new stuff to read anyway.
Yours truly. Guess I'm not supposed to be here. Not that anyone else is. So they got any dirt on me?
Okay, Exceptions. Recovered data indicates subject had no selections on record. There is a remote possibility, less than 5%, that this information is inaccurate due to data corruption. In the more likely event that the information is valid, subject by definition cannot be matched with census data, as 0% of CloudBank willingly chose non-selection. Sorry. Yeah, so he is the mysterious one, who we don't know very much about. He doesn't fit in the system. Let's see here. So the new one would be disappearance. Miss Platt never learned the truth about her vanished friend, although in a brief moment she did learn the truth about the unusual phenomenon. To the Camerata, Miss Platt was more of a meddler than an opportunity, one of the scarce few who held some knowledge of their movements. When the time came, they made sure that they were nowhere near her last known location. According to OVC, Miss Platt has been missing for more than 2 weeks, and the trail has gone cold. Incidents of foul play have occurred less than once a year on average for the last 10 years, but authorities have not yet ruled it out in this case. So we got next one. Tennigan. That evening, after his event drew to a close, Mr. Tennigan met members of the group calling themselves the Camerata. They invited Mr. Tennigan to come see what was really going on in his city, as long as Mr. Tennigan promised not to disclose any facts concerning the existence of the group. Mr. Tennigan outwardly accepted, for his curiosity could not be quenched, but he inwardly refused, for his commitment to his listeners precluded the keeping of any such secrets. First, he would meet the Camerata on their terms. And here's Sybil. Meeting Red. Miss Rees met Red while putting together a small program for up-and-coming artists. And became infatuated first with Red's music, then with her. According to diary entries, there was something inscrutable and confident about Red that Miss Rees could not explain. However, Miss Rees was frustrated to find that Red grew distant. Through all this, Miss Rees observed the aloofness of one of Red's companions and decided he must have been insinuating Red against her. Miss Rees thought through various ways to rectify this. No, wait, this one was the one I just clicked. And lastly, the stealth effect. After constructing his personal glider, Mr. Shasberg sailed forth one evening from a high-rise rooftop to the delight of thousands of onlookers at ground level. Onlookers lost visibility of him as he flew into the dense fog hanging over Goldwalk. Though their cheering continued for more than 40 minutes, Mr. Shasberg, meanwhile, completed his sky drop very much as planned. What he did not expect was that several individuals were waiting for him when he touched down. Again, the meddling Camerata are meddling. So I'm going to go ahead and remove everything again. I want... let's see here. We need Jaunt in the passive and in the upgrade, so let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and make this our passive. We still need this as a passive and an upgrade. So we're gonna go ahead and make this the primary for this upgrade. Because yeah, we just need that in the passive. We only have one passive slot right now, so we're gonna be switching out passives quite a bit to see what they... No, let's see. This one is already fully unlocked. We're gonna leave it alone for the time then. No, okay. This one again just needs a passive. Just passive. This one I think needs to be an upgrade too. Oh, this one only needs to be in the upgrade slot. So we're going to make let's go ahead and see what we can do with stealth dogs. Stealth on target. So it seems we get more life, we get more backstab or back bark damage, and then for the rest of it, let's go ahead and let's get ourselves a bouncing, fragmenting attack function. Ferry building. Ferry location not available. Good time 74%.
I was just thinking about the first time we went to the canals.
Yeah. As you can see, everything has a number associated with it. It's recorded very...
Head on in.
Things are recorded,
Coast is clear.
documented, and they're attached right to the object. And here we got the OCV terminal, etc. Traverson Hall is gone.
So it's true.
Administration scrambles to explain sudden disappearance of historic high-rise landmark. This gets back to...
Red, let's go. While we still can.
The ever-changing facade of Traverson Hall may be gone for good as independent reports confirm the entire structure has vanished. A 100 square block area surrounding the structure's location has been designated offline pending investigation, as administrators conduct thorough search of the premises. If you have information pertaining to this report, please contact your local administrator. And here we get, again, hold on a second. Okay, so... Sybil is a suspect in an empty set case. Goldwalker boards. Highly exaggerated. No, they're not. Performing artist read unreachable. Breaking warnings issued in high-rise district. Expert. Process poses imminent threat. Hammers versus Clientele series postponed. Some OVC terminals experiencing high load. Anyway, so the building just disappeared. And here's where we sort of get what the nature of this world actually
Used to be how many good drinking joints here?
with
Caddies.
with the OVC.
Seaside. Cloud Alley.
No, stop. I'm trying to talk here, Red. No, wait, Red is the... What's dead boyfriend's name? I can't remember. I don't think we've been told yet. But... the nature of the world,
Step right up.
which will now once again be distracted. Okay, we got a stealth dog. Gonna go ahead and see how much back barking we can do. Not enough to actually get rid of it. Oh no, that doesn't count as a backstab. None of them did. Maybe this one doesn't have a back. That would seem to be it. Unfortunately, we do have a cheerleader for everything. Let's go ahead and just kill the leads. Oh, oops. What? Fuck that.
More, huh? Snapshot shoot.
Yeah. Let's go ahead. So,
Transistor.
Okay, we got another snap. We gotta get rid of these cells though, so we're gonna have a doggy friend. Nope. Our doggy friend. Sweep up as much as he can. And we are gonna go here. I think we got like... Okay, no, that's good. Back bark.
Eat that.
Got a double cell. Let's see here. We should not be standing still in the middle of a fight. It should have... Keep pushing the wrong buttons. But that should pick it up. If the dog doesn't pick it up, I'll just go ahead and pick it up myself. Shoot. Not quite. But we're getting there. Clucker. Bounce. I think... Nope, there's still people up there, so we're gonna send him around this direction. Got 5 seconds before they respawn, so let's go ahead and get our trusty dog again. He's on cleanup duty. Because he can run around and do all the cleanup stuff. And then we're going to go ahead and finish this off.
One's back.
We missed it, didn't we? We did. Oh well. We won't miss it again. Ah, jeez. Of course, last time we... Oh, yep, he's dead. We gotta... break. And the dog took care of it on his own, so that's nice. Let's go ahead and shatter.
Who else?
No one else. Okay, what I was getting into with the OVC terminals and such is that
Stay out of our way.
dead boyfriend is really interrupting me too much. And I could really stand to make him maybe not do that so quite so often, but whatever. OVC terminals, where basically you vote on what you want to happen, and it happens. You want this guy, as long as enough people agree.
See this? This is what the Camerata want our town to be.
Anyway, yeah, you vote on the things to happen, and if enough people agree on them, they happen. You want a bridge going to water or whatever, as long as enough people agree, well, you'll get a bridge. Don't have to build it or anything. Come closer, translation, stop.
I'll miss this place.
High-rise district. Come closer.
Going up.
But something, and then you have basically admins who, well, presumably they're like the admins in any sort of computer-based system. They
Should be able to get up through here.
supposed to control the stuff running smoothly, but they aren't succeeding right now. And we have the process, which is processing things, kind of going to town on everything. And it seems people, admins, don't really know how to stop it, or it's not clear if they even know what's going on. And the Camerata, of course, are the ones who set this whole thing in motion. Career. To appreciate the impact of Red's music, consider first the current state of Cloudbank's social climate and how it evolved over the past 2 decades when an altercation finally erupted in the crowd during one of her performances. It was the first such incident in 4 years. It escalated to the point where administrators were summoned to the scene. As one of the suspects was banned from the premises, he accused Red of being an instigator and provocateur. Red later stated it was in this moment that she fully understood the potent effect her music had on people. She decided to take certain precautions from that point, receding from the spotlight to compose new material in relative privacy. Rumors swirled, and one day she finally re-emerged. Trouble followed. And this one should be, no. Oh no, because I put this one in just a standard. Tracking systems on his bike that Mr. So this is our biker, again. Tracking systems on his bike indicate that Mr. Moyle headed northwest across the canals late one night, averaging speeds 228% faster than the common standard. He was surely aware that the northwest corner of Cloudbank was offline pending investigation, and this was likely the appeal. Having his very own abandoned part of town to race through on his custom bike was Preston Moyle's dream, and the reality lived up to the dream, judging by the volume of Mr. Moyle's laughter recorded by his bike. However, the recording stopped abruptly. And file complete. The Camerata saw Mr. Shasberg, someone who commanded a significant influence over a young and vibrant sector of the city's population. Mr. Shasberg, for his part, initially mistook the Camerata for an administrative group, and was shocked and disappointed he had been located so easily. His famous escape attempts likewise proved unsuccessful in this particular scenario. Nevertheless, more than 80% of individuals who self-identify as fans of Mr. Shansberg's work believe his disappearance was all part of the stunt. We have... Oh no, wait, we need to mess around with our thing again. So, I think pretty much it's just cycling all of them through the passive slot now. Except... There was one, no, that wasn't it. Yeah, it's passive slot. Passive slot. One of them just needed an upgrade. Yeah, this one. Jaunt. Allows most functions to be used during turn recovery. That makes sense, given that it is itself a function that can be used during turn recovery. So we're gonna go ahead and make load, and then we're going to upgrade it with jaunt. Let's go ahead and put this one in the passive slot. And then it's just a matter of figuring out a nice set of functions to have as what does chain reacting dogs do? It doesn't matter. I can actually install it. I got too much memory allocated already. But let's go ahead and go with this as our loadout. Anyway, I was talking about the computer nature of this thing, and they've got the administrators. They measure, say, the number of times a ball has been bounced. They blocks the high rise. And you vote on things you want to happen.
Hope
and
this
if
works.
people vote, that's what happens. Until now.
Next stop, high rise.
The Camerata have managed to mess that up somehow.
Something's wrong. Get ready.
This is why I wanted this to be used in turn recovery, because you can put landmines down. Let's go ahead and backbar. You, meanwhile, breach and clear.
Not yet.
What's going on? Oh, our dog's dead. That's no good. I was kind of... I guess I wasn't exactly... And got another snapshot. That's not good. I gotta sweep these up. Is our dog still here? Yes, he is. No, that's not what I wanted to do, though. No. Okay. Just try to do this in a smart way. And then let's go ahead and just put some packets down. Well, I'll pack it down.
Close one.
Not really. Let's see what we
Feel
got.
that?
Get. We could get. Or we could get ping. I think ping is going to be more useful at the moment. New permission, 1 upgrade slot. Doesn't really matter where we put it, because they already have one, so. Limiter. Spawn in this time. User will lose access to 6 mem. Go ahead and get this one.
Almost there.
So the Camerata managed to mess up the whole... The sky looks blue if we wanted to.
Welcome to high rise. Welcome home.
Given that it seems that nobody wanted that one building to disappear. But it disappeared anyway. And it has something to do with the process. So we got updates to
Load
look
up.
at. And we got limiters to look at. This one doesn't seem too bad. But anyway, so we've gotten a full decryption for red. The Camerata found her one night Once the crowds dispersed after one of her performances, they had reason to believe that she would be alone, rehearsing said new material, but she was not alone, and the presence of another individual disrupted aspects of the Camerata's plan for the night. Red survived the incident, becoming separated from the Camerata due to these unforeseen events on their part. Although her trace data remains intact, partial transfer did occur, including transfer of ownership status of something Camerata believed theirs. Let's see here, we got this one. Also complete, disappearance. OVC first declared Mr. Hoyle's absence a full 5 days later, so sure were his associates that he would return like always. His close friends did not worry more than usual for 3 days, but for each subsequent day their worry increased an average of 84%. This quotient proceeded to spread to the numerous fans of Mr. Moyle's illustrious career, although administrators barred any appeals to search for him in an offline district. And okay, that was it for the functions. Let's go ahead and reinstall it again, because this one's let's go ahead and make this one our, yeah, I know. We got more turn planning, and we're gonna learn the rest of it, and then, oh, this one is also done. That's nice. And I think this one was done. So this one, oh, and this one done. So these three just need to be in a passive slot. This one needs all three. This one's gonna be done, and then, so we're gonna go ahead and make ping, start on decrypting that one. Let's make it so we can use it off turn. Use bounce is another one, and I do like the dog, so we're gonna use that one. Let's upgrade ping. And then we're gonna go ahead and put stealth in the upgrade slot.
All patched up.
Are those the ones I just already read, or? Yeah, it should be. But anyway, let's call that the end of this episode. I will see you in the next one.